Good morning, students. Today we are going to start another new chapter in mathematics. O levels is angle properties of polygons. So we will solve different kinds of the questions, having different ideas, different concepts on the board. So come now. Today's topic is parallelogram. So first we are going to discuss the properties of a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two sets of the parallel lines. So here is a set of the parallel line and here is the second set of the parallel lines. So if this parallelogram is called ABCD, so it means the first property is AB is parallel to DC and the other set parallel lines or parallel lines are AD and BC. So there are two sets of the parallel lines. So this is one property. The second property is the opposite sides are equal. So AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. The next property is opposite angles are equal. So it means A angle is equal to C angle and B angle is equal to D angle. Okay. Next property is because two are parallel lines, so this angle plus this angle will make the inner angles. So it means A plus D. A angle plus D angle is equal to 180 degree. So in a parallelogram, the sum of the angles on a straight line that is inside the parallelogram makes 180 degree. So if A plus D makes 180 degree, A plus B also makes 180 degree. Likewise, B plus C makes 180 degree. And also C plus D makes 180 degree. Okay, the next property is if we draw the diagonals in the parallelogram, suppose the intersecting point of diagonals is O. The diagonals will bisect each other. So it means this length will be equal to this length. So the next property is AO will be equal to OC. And this length will be equal to this length because diagonals will be bisected. So BO is equal to OD. Okay. Here will be a set of the opposite angles. So this angle will be equal to this angle. And this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay. Furthermore, if you can see these two are parallel lines and this is a transversal line. So this angle, look carefully students, all these properties are very important because these will be applied when we will solve the questions. So this angle will be equal to this angle. according to alternate angles. Likewise, this angle will be equal to this angle, again because of the alternate angles. So a lot more properties will be applied. So understand these properties, because these are very important while we will solve the questions. So we are going to solve some questions now. Here are some questions. All these figures are parallelograms, and requirement is find the unknown values. So in this first figure, two unknown values are given, that is x and y. So because this is a parallelogram, so these two angles 5x and 4x makes inner angles, because two are parallel lines. So it means 4x plus 5x is equal to 180 degree. So 9x is equal to 180 degrees. So 9 will be divided by 180. So x is 20 degree. So x is solved. So look now, 4x should be equal to y, because of the opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. So from here, because the value of x is 20, so 20 into 4 will be 80 degree. So this is the solution of the first part. If you look in this part, that is x and y are missing. So if we extend this line, this is 106. So this will also be 106 because of the corresponding angles. So now if we sum all these three angles, this should be equal to 180 degree, because of the sum of the angles on a straight line is 180 degree. So 154 will be subtracted from 180 degree. There will be x left. So x will be equal to 26. So x is solved. So if this x is solved, now this is a triangle. So 106 plus 26 plus y should be equal to 180 degree. So like this, y plus 106 plus x, x is 26, should be equal to 180 degree, because sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. From here, this will be solved. $132 will be subtracted from 180 degree, and y will be equal to 48 degree. So this is solved. So look at this figure now. This is a solution of this figure. Okay. So if this is 118, the remainder will be 72. So this angle is 72, because sum of the angles on a straight line is 180 degree. So 2x will be equal to 72, because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. From here, x will be 36 degree. Okay. And because this figure is a parallelogram, all figures are parallelogram. So this angle 78 minus 3y should be equal to 42, because of the alternate angles. So 78 minus 3y should be equal to 42. From here, 3y will be equal to 78 minus 42. So 6 and 3. So 3y is equal to 36, and from here y will be equal to 12. So this is the solution of this figure. Now look at this figure. Again, x and y are missing values. So look now at it. These two are parallel lines. So if this is 125, if we extend this line, okay, first of all, one easy thing is there. So opposite angles of a parallelogram is equal. So y is equal to 65. So y is done. Okay, remainder is very easy now. So this is a straight line. The sum of the angles of a straight line is 180 degree. So this will be 55 degree. So if you come into this triangle now, the sum of the angles of a triangle must be 180 degree. So y is 65 now. So 65 plus 55 plus x should be equal to 180 degree. And from here, these two will make 120. That will be subtracted from 180. And the remainder will be 60. So these are the solutions of these questions.